Welcome back to playing every golf course in Essex, and this is episode 41. Now, if you've been following the series for a while, you might remember that we actually came here before, back in episode 25, when we took on the two of Brook Manor's 3-9 hole outs, the Stock and the Brook. But this time, it was all about seeing what the Manor 9 had to offer, and then looping back round to the Brook 9 again to make up the full 18-hole experience. Now, before we even got started with the golf, though, we had to try out the food, and it was a bit of a late lunch at the time of recording, so I went for the prawn mayo sandwich, which was absolutely spot on, to be fair. And because I couldn't resist it, I also had a little try of their sausage sandwich as well. Both were amazing and definitely set me up nicely for the round ahead. Now, a little disclaimer here before we get going. This round was filmed towards the back end of the summer, so you might still see us rocking out on the course in shorts and spotting slightly brown fairways or two and think, oh, hang on, what time of year was this? But look, I wanted to make sure you guys got to see me playing every hole in Essex as part of this journey. And this one was filmed during a busy spell where a load of rounds got played. And honestly, it slipped into the archive for a bit. But hey, I'm bringing it now, and trust me, it's well worth the watch. Now, the par 35 Manor course is situated on either side of the Country's Club driveway, and it is one you see as you enter the place. Off the back tees, it plays around 2,914 yards, and off the yellow, just over 2,700. There's water in play on the first three holes, which sit bunched together alongside the driving range. A brilliant opening stretch that just gets your attention early. And then you cross over the entrance road to the fourth, where you'll find a pair of dogleg holes on 4 and 5 before taking on the very drivable par 4 6th, which is loads of fun. Then next up is the par 5 7th, the only par 5 on the 9, followed by another drivable par 4 8th, before finishing what I'd call the signature par 3 9th. Look, overall, it is a solid test of golf that definitely doesn't feel inferior to the other 9-hole loops here. In fact, it stands out with its own unique charm. The Brook 9 is the typical closing 9 that you'd play here at Brook Manor. There's a mix of tight, challenging holes along with some more open parts of the course where you can really be aggressive. Look, for me, it's a solid course that rewards good ball striking. You could definitely score well if you're hitting it nicely, but it'll catch you out quickly if you start getting a bit sloppy. Condition-wise, at this time, it was pretty typical for late summer. Greens were very good, fairways were struggling maybe a little bit with the lack of water, but overall the course was in solid condition. Now we're into the autumn months, I'd imagine it's looking much greener again, and it's somewhere I'm looking forward to playing. And talking of playing, it's usually around £45 midweek for 18 holes here as a visitor, but I did spot they're currently doing a cracking midweek deal. Bacon roll and tea and coffees in the morning, 18 holes of golf, and then a burger and chips after, all for £45 per person. So if you're playing in a group of 4 or more, that is insane value. However, once again, the thing that impresses me the most about Brook Manor is how friendly both the members and staff are here. It's definitely one of the most welcoming clubs I've visited on the series so far, and they were amazing in supporting my last video here. So a big thank you to all the team at Brook for the fantastic hospitality and continued support. It was a round of 84 for me and many missed putts on the day, but look, let me know if you've played Brook before, and also, where would you like to see me play next?